Hey everybody, it's Pod Fiction. We're back with our season finale. Are you ready, Brendan?
I'm super ready.
Do you think our fans are ready, though?
All of them. Get them all in a room. Get your shit together, because it's happening.
Get in a bag, put it all together, because it's happening.
That's right. It wouldn't be a true season finale if we didn't at least quote Rick and Morty once. So
exactly.
We got it right
or
off
twice.
The cuff.
Yeah. It's gonna get all squanchy in here, people.
Just waiting to say squanch. Just waiting to say squanch. So get your squanches on and squanch my squanch.
Get your squanch together and put it in a bag. I don't care what you do with it, just get your squanch together.
It's gonna be glorious.
Okay, so what's new with us, Brendan?
Just collecting our thoughts, writing down some ideas. Oh yeah, we went to an expo. That was pretty cool.
What kind of expo? The best kind?
An artillery expo.
Why would we go to that?
Because we need ammunition for the zombie apocalypse.
True. Or the alien apocalypse. It's coming.
Oh, shit.
What?
Don't touch me! No, we went to...
Where'd we go?
The Fanex that was in North Bay.
Gateway Fanex.
Yeah.
Good job on almost landing the name, but you kind of fucked it up.
I know that's the name of the mall. I wasn't sure if that's what it was called.
Gotta catch 'em all. I don't know English.
Brendan's language. We went there. We got ourselves a little table. We set up.
We had our Mario playing as usual, and we had our raffles and our stuff for sales.
Yeah, we gave away some pretty sick shit. Gave away a Game Boy to some lucky winners. And
a Jack Sparrow 12-inch figure.
Oh, it's 12 inches.
And Denzel Washington autograph.
Autograph.
It's autograph. Yeah, and... we met some new people. Had a lot of fun. It was actually a really good time.
Made some new contacts.
Yeah, it was a little slow for a convention, but they were just starting up, so it was good for their first year. It was a lot of fun though. I got free tea from these guys. That was actually pretty delicious. So.
I did not get any tea, but
You were actually not allowed to leave the table because me and Alicia went and got tea, and you had to stay and do nothing.
I just played Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, and not letting anybody else play.
That's true. I bring the TV and a Super Nintendo to all the conventions, and by all of them, I mean 2. Because if it's a bad turnout or if it just gets slow...
We could just play video games.
I can just play video games. And
then if we buy any games, we could just play them there.
Exactly.
Which we did. We bought like Power Rangers and we just played that.
Oh, you should save the best for last. We should have the shitty games we got first, but whatever.
What's the shitty games we got?
Oh my god. Hold on, let me turn around and look.
Yeah, let me pull up the stack of shitty games we got. Oh.
I got 2 baseball games.
Yeah, we put this guy had like a 5... You put $5 in and you get to pick out a game of your choosing. If you go on our Facebook page, you can actually see it. And so I did it, and I pulled out this fucking John Elway's football. Whoop-de-woo! I was so excited. I haven't played it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a humongous turd shit.
It is a humongous turd shit. Honestly,
what did you get?
I got... Hold on, I'm going to just lean over and read the name.
Wait for this. What is it?
World Series Baseball for Genesis.
Oh, World Series Baseball. Did you pull that out of there?
Yeah.
I thought you only did one pull.
I did too. Don't tell Alicia.
You went back?
Yeah. And then I got Cal Ripken Jr.
Why would you do it again if you knew it was all
because
sports games?
She put her hand in the bag and she said she's like, oh, it's all disc games, and I'm like, man, fuck that, it's not true. And I put my hand in, it's totally just all disc.
All disc games. I'm surprised you didn't pull out a disc game just to see what it was.
I wanted a cartridge.
Sports game.
Yeah, probably. I wanted a cartridge though. So
at least you get better graphics.
Fuck.
Yeah, I wanted a cartridge game and I could only feel one, and I dug through there and he's like, "Oh, there's a lot in there." I'm like, "No, you're a liar."
There's not. I felt like a lot of Atari games, but who
the hell wants to play Atari games? They're useless. Like.
I have the
chance of you having an Atari, which you actually do have an Atari, but I don't think it works, right?
No, it doesn't work. I have a 2600, but I have like fucking 15 to 20 games for it. They're not great games. I'll admit it. I'm not being an elitist because I like Super Nintendo and like classic NES.
It's just something you played as a kid, so it's like it's got that special place in your heart. Where Atari was not our age group. We weren't like we weren't born in the '80s, so we don't have that
nostalgia
Atari feel. Yeah.
But honestly, it was pretty fun just to like be part of like a community and put your hand in a bag and just like the olden days.
Yeah. What did Alicia say again? It was like. Put your hand and grab a bag.
Yeah.
Put your hand in there and grab a bag. Oh, God, I laughed so hard when
classic.
That was fucking hilarious.
But we did get some actual good takeaways, though.
Yeah, like, the Power Rangers game is probably the best takeaway.
Super Nintendo?
For the Super Nintendo, it's probably the best side-scroller I've ever played. And
he hasn't played a lot of side-scrollers.
Yeah, I played. Honestly, it's the best game I've actually played on the SNES so far.
And again, he hasn't played a lot of SNES games.
Don't touch me!
No, but I'm just being an asshole. Power Rangers for SNES is absolutely fucking amazing.
It is actually playable, which is amazing.
Yeah, I love it. You can question because I only played one level. Does each character play the same first level, or does every character have their own level?
You get to pick what character you get to play at the end of the level. So when the level finishes, you get to just pick from all the 5 Rangers.
Okay, because I wasn't sure because I played as the Pink Ranger, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Her name? Yeah. I played as Kimberly, and then I wasn't sure if every time you played as Kimberly, you got the same level, and if you played as Jason, you'd get a different level for the first level.
No.
Sick.
No, it's really fun though. There's one guy, and he's made of eyeballs. And he throws eyeballs at you.
That's classic.
Yeah, I killed him.
I don't want to get hit with eyeballs.
So what else did we get? We grabbed I grabbed Predator for the SNES, which I played, which is pretty ridiculous. No, you don't even get a gun. You get these stupid grenades that... The thing is, the people that come at you know where you are, so they'll walk by you, they'll hit you, they'll turn around and hit you again. So the grenades don't do anything because the distance is way too far from where they are.
It's for the NES.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a movie-related game. So
is that Predator the Predator?
Yeah, it's a Predator, but you don't actually fight the Predator. Probably not till later. I only got into the second level, so I got to the second level, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Medal of Honor.
I haven't played that yet.
But you got it, though, right?
Yeah, I grabbed the first Medal of Honor for the PlayStation 1. I grabbed Mortal Kombat 3 for the Genesis, which is fucking super hard.
Nobody can beat Sub-Zero.
Exactly. No one can beat fucking Liu Kang. He's the first guy.
Yeah, you should just Google the,
I was checking out, some of the codes and stuff like that, so
It's still a really hard game. Can you actually go to the options and dial down the difficulty and
you can, and it doesn't do anything.
No,
it literally does nothing. I put it from medium to easiest, and I still got my ass kicked on the second fight.
That's hilarious. It's best of 3 or first to win 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's just fucking terrible.
What else? Shaq Fu.
Oh, did you play it?
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to wait so bad
for us to play it.
I turned it on and I felt so guilty. I started up the story menu and I'm like, I need to play this with Mike, so we're gonna play it later. Okay. I read the first 2 screens
and I was the greatest thing ever.
I need to play this with Mike. I felt like
not enough shit talking can happen between us with that game.
It's holy god. The first 2 things are just. I don't know. It's a black guy, and he's in Asia, and it's just so much racism and just weird 90s stereotypes.
Oh god,
every 90s racial black stereotype and every 90s racial Asian stereotype is just perfectly portrayed, and I've only scratched the surface of the game. Not only does it have a campaign mode, it also has
a battle mode type of thing?
Oh god. Gosh diggity darn.
Well, no, you'll see it when we play it for another Nintendo
we're definitely gonna play
game plays.
Pod Fiction plays.
Pod Fiction play.
Yeah. We can just call them Let's Plays. I don't give a shit. Whatever you call them. We play video games and that's just the way it is.
We don't care who knows it.
Now pass me the controller. Nintendo. Sega, Atari.
And did you get anything else? I think I picked up a guy was wanted a couple comics, and so he's like, well, I got some stuff that I could trade. If you want, I'll just go to my car and I'll come back. And I was like, yeah, sure, let me see it, whatever. So he pulls out a bunch of comes back with a bunch of graphic novels. So he has The Dark Knight Returns, which I really kind of wanted, but I also wanted to read Watchmen really badly. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take Watchmen for maybe I think it was 4 comics. So it was $6.
It was a fair trade, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, the book's $25. I've always wanted to read it. I just didn't want to pay that much for it.
You should let me borrow it when you're done, because I've actually always wanted to read it.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you read it. So that was actually pretty cool, but didn't make too much with sales and whatnot. But it wasn't too bad. It was a lot of fun.
It was more of
it was more just getting our word out, which we try to do quite often.
An expensive meet and greet.
Yeah, exactly.
We met a lot of people, but we didn't make a lot of money, which, whatever.
We're not really there to make money, but it's not too bad to turn a buck off those things, you know?
Yeah.
But
overall, we had a pretty fun time. We got to let a couple of kids play with my Super Nintendo, and I realized how weird that sounds as I was saying it.
Yeah.
Go play my Super Nintendo, kid. No, they actually enjoyed it and had fun.
What was your favorite and least favorite part of it?
Oh, that's a good question, Mike.
I think it's original.
It's super original. Super Nintendo.
Super original Nintendo.
My least favorite part was probably just the parts where we didn't have any people talking to us. We're just hanging out with each other. Which,
yeah.
Not I don't like hanging out with you.
It seemed I don't know why our table seemed invisible, but we were right in the entrance and people just walked by. Some of them were just some people were kind of straight up rude, but that's expected when you're dealing with people.
But my favorite part was there was actually a young gentleman, a little kid, and he was playing my Super Nintendo, and his dad was like, "Can I buy your Nintendo?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, man. Like, this isn't for sale. It's just to play." And then they ended up going and buying a Super Nintendo, and I was like, "Oh, like." Shucks.
After seeing you playing it, they're like, they had that like,
I want my son to be a degenerate just like this guy.
Like, I want him to waste his life playing a video game that he'll never beat.
Yeah, well,
shut up, Brendan. Just shut your mouth.
Every game I brought, I've beaten. So
my favorite part was probably making it to the news. I didn't know that till today. I made it in the news, people.
Okay.
Podfiction didn't make it in the news, but I did. I stood behind the woman doing an interview. But she didn't get the peace. I threw the peace sign. I'm like, I guess they cut that out.
That's hilarious. Yeah, he fully intended to be on the news. That was just like definitely happening. We saw the girl and she was walking around, and
we tried to ask her for an interview, and she was just like, I don't know if she heard us or not, but it is what it is. We're gonna get our interview one day.
Yeah,
you will know our name.
That'd be just fantastic if somebody was like, "Oh, I seen you guys on the news, and you're terrible." It's like that's us. That's us right there. We're the terrible ones.
We're the terrible twos. That's a cool band name, man.
That's a terrible band name.
That's a band name, man. It's the fucking name of our band, man. We'll just spend the red dog. Oh, shit.
That guitar deflects a laser beam. Yeah. So what have you done lately, you piece of shit? Take that home.
Not very much. I haven't done anything. You know this.
Yeah, me too, brother.
But the guy that was doing the $5 grab bags was doing a raffle for a NES Classic.
That's pretty cool. And the cool thing was, like, when you reached in to grab a game, you could actually pull out a $50 gift card to the table, or you could pull out, like, free raffle tickets.
He was just saying that. They weren't in there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you kind of just go in there blind, right? You have no idea.
If you got the $50 raffle ticket, would you get Kirby's Air Run?
I
absolutely. For $35, and you wouldn't bargain with him? Because he'd be like, oh, we can't bargain on gift tickets.
Yeah, I would have picked it up.
Yeah,
I'm guilty. If
I kind of felt bad, I even let it go for $5 there. I was after you told me like, yeah, it goes for like 65. I was like, well,
oh yeah.
Why would you say that like 25 would be an okay price? Because I would have got that, but I was like, I thought you were stuck.
You know
on
what? It wasn't even the point. It was the principle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just about. I'm actually going to look at how much Kirby's Air Ride goes for online right now.
Okay, yeah. So like he was selling it for 35, and he's like, oh, yeah. So, I was. Damn it.
All of my belongings. Yeah. That's fine. So we can't have anything nice.
Exactly.
He was selling it for
35. So he wanted... I was just like, would you take 15? Because I wanted to lowball him so I can get it for the 20. And he's like, oh, no, man. That's Kirby's Air Ride, man. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, what's the best you could do? And he's like, I could do 25. If it doesn't have the booklet in it, and I'm like, he opens it. He's like, "Yeah, it doesn't have the booklet. I could do 25." I'm like, I can still do 20. That's the best I'm gonna do. And he's like, "Oh, I'll check. I'm gonna show you how much it's going on eBay for." And I'm just like,
"Look at that, it's on Amazon."
Amazon's way overpriced. And I'm like, "Well, I don't care how much it's going." I literally told him like, "I don't care how much it's going for at eBay. I'll give you $20 right now." Like the show was closing, so might as well make $20 instead of nothing. Whatever, but he was pretty stuck, and I was like, all right, and I walked away from his table. No harm, no foul.
Like I said to Mike, there's always another game. Like
exactly.
It's not, they've made like hundreds of thousands of copies.
It's like comic books, you know? Like, go pay an expensive price for them, and then you'll find it in a dollar bin, and then you'll feel like a fucking idiot.
Exactly. I feel like it wasn't the point, it was the principle. Honestly, the game, like I just saw, it's going on Amazon for like $147.
You know, well, I have that Hellraiser figure that's going on Amazon right now for close to $300.
Yeah, and you were selling it for $40.
Go on Amazon, type in Hellraiser NECA figure, Cult Classic. It's going for like $260. Oh, Brendan's gonna pull it up right now. It's actually embarrassing. I couldn't even sell that figure. I couldn't even sell that figure for $40.
Yeah,
it just shows like how ridiculous these people price it. And the thing is, if someone's like, "Oh, I can show you what's going on for," that's not it. I can show you what's going on eBay for.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, but that's the price they're asking. That's not the price they're getting. Like, seriously.
And that's the big thing, right? It's all about bartering and stuff like that. And people feel that they'll get an actual good price, not the price you're offering. So they'll hold out. Because, I mean, realistically, what's carrying one case back to your car, right? When you could go to another convention and sell it for the $35 you asked for it, and someone's going to pay that price and not even negotiate.
Yeah, exactly. True. So, like, it really doesn't bother you sometimes, but at the end of the convention, some people just want to get rid of their shit. Like, the one guy gave us deals on everything. Mortal Kombat, $5.
Yeah.
What was it? Predator, $7.
Yeah.
Shaq Fu, $5.
These people, like, the thing is, like, I think about it this way, right? It's kind of like these people go to like yard sales and stuff, and they get all this.
They pick it up for like pennies.
Yeah,
like, oh, I'll take this whole box, so I'll give you $20.
But then they go home and they look it up and they see how much it's worth, and then they're
they already know what it's worth. They already buy it knowing what it's worth. Like, we gotta hit garage sales next summer and go for games, man. Like,
I would love to. Comic books, games, old movies and stuff.
I did that a bit this year, but I didn't really get to go to too many. For garage sales, I didn't really hit too many, like, hot spots.
Neither did I.
I didn't find anything any worthwhile.
That'd be fun to do this summer. We can even do, like, a little series where we, like, go to, like...
That would be cool. Like, we do yard sale hunters.
We'll take the camera with us and we'll record us picking up some stuff.
All right, people, get ready for that this summer!
Yeah, we just kind of come with that right now, so...
Squanching it!
Squanch on the squanch.
But let's get back to this classic NES.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Like, we'll talk about what we think of it. Like, I think it's a really cool idea.
Oh, absolutely. In concept, that's an amazing idea.
For the price it was selling for, $69.95.
Yeah. So $70, you basically
$70 you get game. That's basically more than all the that's way less than all the games that are in the system that are actually worth.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch, like, just to list off some games like Zelda 1, 2, Mega Man 2, Mario 1, 2, and 3. Like, to buy all of those games on cart, you're looking at like probably like $25 a game, $30 a game. Final Fantasy 1's on there. Buying that in cartridge is pretty expensive too. Like,
I think a lot of people, they do want the game in the cartridge though. Like, a lot of collectors just want that on the cartridge. Sure. Like, you want it on the cartridge, but it's okay. It's cool that you can just plug it in and you could switch which game you want to play.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's got save points on it. It does.
Yep, it has save points.
That's a game changer.
Which, in my opinion, it's not fair.
That's not the game, right?
No,
that's not really the game.
What makes and again, some people will argue that like it's old arcade games were hard and they were meant to make your quarters, but like old NES games, all the ones on there, typically aside from like Double Dragon, weren't really arcade games. Those games were made to be hard, and like you're gonna spend a lot of time on them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many times when you were a kid did you stay up late playing a game? Till like fucking 2 a.m. trying to beat a game. Because you couldn't turn off the system.
I'm still doing that. Oh god! And then like,
how many times have you left your system on overnight because you couldn't start over again? You went to bed with the system on, got up and picked up the controller again.
Or like they have one of those intricate passwords, and like you write it down, and then you go to punch it in, and you wrote it down wrong. I remember that. So,
I did that so much.
My favorite game of all time. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but Demon's Crest for the Super Nintendo. I did that once. It has like I think it's like a grid. It's like 7x7, and each one is filled with like a letter. You have to like write them all down.
Oh my god!
So I wrote it down once, and I punched in, but I missed it by a letter or a few letters or all the letters apparently, and then I was just like, I couldn't go back.
That's such a nightmare.
Because now, for example, that game.
Why not a 4-digit code? Like, seriously, like
the reason they can't do that is because, to my understanding, each letter in each column in each row measures a variable that you've done in the game. So, for example, in Demon's Crest, you don't need to play that game linear at all. So, say, for example, you go to level 2 first. Well, how is the game going to remember that, right? So that's why that code is so complicated.
Oh, okay.
And that could be just me blowing smoke out my ass. I've never looked that up, but that's what I've always assumed.
That's what you assume.
And it makes total sense. But, like, now, for example, Demon's Crest, like, games like that, they're on the Virtual Console, so you can buy them for, like, $7, which...
You don't have to pay this ridiculous amount of money anymore. Like,
no.
It's like, what's it called? What are the big ones that are going up for a lot of money that you could just get, like, emulators for now?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Conker's Bad Fur Day. You can emulate that one, can't you?
You can emulate on your computer. I'm pretty sure it's not available on the Virtual Console only because...
What's the one that came out that's worth a lot of money? That's like, remember at a convention it sold for like $300?
That was Demon's Crest.
Oh, okay, it was Demon's Crest.
Yeah, and like, so for example...
Sold for $325, but you can get it for $5 on...
And usually the thing is, like, before in the market, what would happen would be, like, you would try and find that game, and then like it would go on Virtual Console, so it would just like the object itself
diminish its value,
and that's not the way it is anymore. Like, you'll go to a place and people
it's still overly priced. Everybody. I understand it because it's hard to make a living nowadays.
Oh yeah,
but everybody fucks you over out of so much stuff. Like, I've had to hassle so many people and just be like, no, man, it's not even worth that much. I know how much it's worth.
They're just playing the game.
Like, I know comic books so well to be like, look at a price of a comic book and be like, dude, that's not worth that much.
Yeah.
I can pull out the book right now and show you how much it's worth. It's not worth that much. It's a $5 book selling it for $35.
Someone will buy it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why
some schmuck that... But the thing, it happens to people that don't understand it.
Exactly.
Or it's the people that are like, you know what? I can't find this anywhere else.
And I want it now.
I just want it now. Like, you can look online for stuff, but the thing is, you're also paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like...
And that's why I think the classic NES is actually a pretty.
It's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, because it gives you the chance to like
play the old classics that you wanted to play as a kid in just one sitting. You could change the games. Thing is with that, it's like a lot of people be like, I don't really like one game's good, but the rest of the system I don't like the games in there.
And in that case, then I would recommend possibly buying the console and then
itself and picking your own games that you want,
because you're going to save more money that way. Because if 79, like you think about it this way, right?
You actually wouldn't save much money like that way.
Yeah.
You'd literally have to get that system and then get another system, play the games you want to play.
If you as a person think there's only one good game on the Nintendo
ever made,
it's
not worth spending $70
for it. Don't buy it. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Nobody thinks only one game is good ever. That's stupid.
I'm just saying, if someone... But the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, I remember this as a kid. It was awesome. Just like how fucking Mortal Kombat was awesome when we were kids. And then you're like, it's not that good. It's not that good. Yeah. And so you just fucking throw it away.
For $5, and then we buy it from you.
But the thing is with the SNES is that they don't... Well, in Sudbury, and I think all of Northern Ontario, that we were shortaged a lot for those systems. So our town only got like less than 50 units of it. So people went there. There's a guy on Kijiji. He bought 8 systems. I don't know how he got his hand on 8 systems, because from what I heard, you were only allowed to get 1 per customer. So he got 8 systems, and he's selling them on Kijiji right now for $600. And he's like, he's telling everybody, it's
supply and demand.
It's on eBay for $1,000. So take advantage of my generous discount. It's like, once you shove your generous discount of $400 up your fucking scrotum,
that's just
you fucking piece of shit.
Brutal gouging.
It's like, you know what? I can understand buying it for $70, selling it for
like $150, like
$150, $200.
Even
$200's fucked up.
Yeah, $200 is so much.
$150 is the most I think that you should be. Not like $600 is like, you're a piece of shit. You bought it to resell it because you're an asshole.
Selling it at $150 is a 100% profit margin.
Exactly, $100 profit. You're good. Like,
actually, sorry.
No, you'd only make about.
No, because it'd be 75 roughly would be half of 150, right?
Yeah.
So you
make like 50% of your money. Like you make your money back and then half of you'll double your money. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll double your money.
100% profit margin.
Okay. That's what I really.
But still, honestly, $600, even $1,000. That's so garbage.
$1,000, I can buy the SNES.
NES.
For,
stop calling it an SNES.
Or NES. Sorry, NES for what?
$70.
$70. All those games, you would end up paying roughly around $400 at the most. If you're really scrounging for the games, you'll probably get like. Maybe like
$20 a game is probably good. Like
for 30 games, I feel like probably half of those games you could probably get for like $10.
Oh yeah, I was just like, I'm highballing it because you still wouldn't hit the $1,000 mark.
Yeah, exactly. The most you'd be paying is probably like $350.
And that's like
$600. It's like, why? Why would I pay $600 when I could get the system, buy all the games?
You could buy a PS4 for $400 and get a new controller, get 2 games. Like
you can get a PSVR for $50 more than that. Are you fucking kidding me? You kidding me?
That's what you could actually buy the PlayStation 4 and the VR bundle for like close to $1,000.
Exactly. It's so ridiculous.
But you know what?
I would go with the PSVR.
But you know what? That's the thing. If people got the money and they want to spend it, I guess let them spend it, right? You're getting ripped off, and that's just the way it is.
Oh yeah. That's like. I used this analogy before. That's like going to the grocery store and spending $100 on a bag of milk when milk's coming in next week.
Yeah.
There's more coming out before Christmas, people. Why spend $600? I like the people that put, you don't know when they're coming back. Oh, you think they're not coming back after this ridiculous sellout?
The same thing happened.
No.
The same thing happened.
They're coming out, they're coming out.
The same thing happened with the Amiibos. They had a shortage of them, and then now they're everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing.
That's how they Jones you before Christmas.
Yep.
This is how they do. This is how Nintendo works.
This is how business works, not Nintendo. This is everybody. That toy that your kid wants for Christmas, they bring it out in November. They'll bring out
20 of those toys, so that they go fucking wild. People start fucking ripping each other apart for it, and then like a week before Christmas.
It just so happens
they'll
that
get a whole lot of them, so people just go nuts.
Activision,
it's actually a great. It's like the Cartman tactic.
It's a great business.
No one can come to my park, and then everybody wants to go there when he opens the door.
Exactly. The Activision did the same thing with Skylanders. When Skylanders first came out, you couldn't get them anywhere, and right before Christmas, of course, you got boxes in
mass amounts of them. It's insane.
Yep. I actually, funny story about Skylanders. Those are the guys I have up there.
Yeah. Behind Brendan.
There was... So, see the one right at the end, the silver one?
Yeah.
I thought it was an unpainted one.
So you thought it was like the super rare one?
No, I thought it was a defect, so I just took it. And I was like, whatever, like, it's unpainted, no one's gonna buy it. Then I looked it up, and, like, at the time it was selling for, like, 400, like, euros, which is, like...
A lot more than our money, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, wow, I shouldn't open that.
What's it selling for now?
Probably not that much.
Again, that's what people are asking, not what people are paying.
I don't sell my stuff. I'm a collector. So
yeah, exactly.
I didn't want to.
Me too. Unless I'm in like a hard bind and I don't really need it for my collection, then I don't have a problem selling it. But it's like my giant size X-Men #1. I'm not selling that thing. That I know if I sell it, I'll never get another one in my life.
They type it in
the 30 rarest and most valuable Skylander figures. In this, a Silver Boomer is one of them. Well, if it's worth that much money and it's out of the package, it's still probably worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I guess.
But oh my god, in the box, $400 right now on Kijiji or on eBay.
And I opened mine.
And you opened yours. What a loser!
Want a bottle?
Baby, want a bottle? A big dirt bottle? Huh?
Let's check Amazon just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, 400.
Okay, so that's roughly how it's going for. Wow. You should see how much an unboxed one goes for.
Yeah, I guess I should, eh? That'd
probably be that may help you. You probably still get $100 off it.
Needless to say, I thought it was just a defect.
So you just took it out of the box.
Yeah. And also I wanted to play with it.
Yeah. How do you play with it? Oh, well, I guess this is... fuck off.
Well, I don't know. People obviously probably know by now how Skylanders work. But yeah, this is what it looks like in box right here. And it's going for like, $48 for regular. And the point is... how it works is it comes with a little portal, and you put the little guys in the portal, and then it goes into your game. It's just it's a cash grab. Buy more guys, play more things. It was fun. I liked it when I was 19.
Yeah, I liked it when I was a kid. 19 years old.
Yeah, I was a grown man working at Toys R Us.
Yeah, putting together Lego houses.
Lego Star Wars figures. It was sick.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm just like I bought my Retron. I'm like, no, what? I don't need a classic NES. Like I like to buy what I like to play. I don't like to just get a system with a bunch of downloaded games, and I just don't like half of them.
Yeah,
like I'd rather just go out and buy it.
Yeah, well, because we have the means, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like before, we didn't have
even like 10 years ago. So. Like even like 10 years ago, you just couldn't like go out and find
games. Yeah, it was more like everything was online, and
like 5 years ago, the games that you were finding were like GameCube, PS2, Xbox, like original. Because that was the games that were like the old generation. People were like, well, I want to play these games. And now I feel like there's more of a push towards retro gaming than there ever was.
There was, yeah. It's kind of picked up a lot. Like the comic industry, it's picked up so much in the last 10 years.
Yeah, you go into like any like hawk shop or pawn shop or
you'll see a whole vintage game section.
Yeah, and like they might not be a huge selection.
We should do a trip to Barrie once and check out the hawk shop. They have like 3 hawk shops.
They actually have a gaming store, and the Barrie 400 flea market is a good place. There's a guy.
Yeah, I've actually never been there.
There's a guy there. I don't know if this is his real name, but he goes. I got 45 schmeckles. His name's Mario, and he sells games. And he's like, "You buy Mario? I'm a Mario." And
he does the Mario impression.
They're very overpriced, but whatever.
And then he's just like, "You're overpriced," and he just goes down a sewer.
He jumps in the pipe and
lives in the fucking dumpster that he came out of.
He throws a shell at you and calls you a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I would like to do that actually.
I'm down for that. That'd be a cool road trip.
Go scoop up some games.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, do it live.
Do it live. So.
Lots of stuff happening.
Oh yeah,
in Podfiction's life in general.
Yeah, we're working on tons of projects and meeting tons of new people, trying to expand our stuff and expand what we can do.
Just have fun. That's what we're trying to do. Just trying to like get out there and have some fun. As you heard from the beginning,
we really hope you guys enjoy this stuff because we love doing this stuff.
Yeah,
like this is actually such a blast for us, and like.
It's not
so far, like all the comments we've gotten so far back was extremely positive, and it just makes me so happy that people are like, "You know what, you guys are doing an awesome job."
In time, we'll get more fans and we'll get more hate, but whatever. As of right now, all 25 of you like us, so it's good.
We love all 25 of you equally.
We're just rocking more shit. We said at the beginning of the episode, like this was the season finale of season 1, and that's kind of how we're rocking it. We're going to do like our podcasts and seasons.
Just like The Walking Dead first season. That's how great this is going to be. It's going to be unknown for a little while, and then it's going to like, pop up everywhere, and you're not going to...
Yeah.
It's going to stare you right in the face.
Even The Walking
like
Dead
a big
graphic
bat
novel
wrapped in
wasn't that big at
wire.
first, and then it just blew
No,
up.
it really wasn't. The first issue only had, like, I think... I don't know the exact number. I think it was like 5,000 copies. That's why it's so rare. That's why it's like... I think you can't buy one under $1,000.
That's cool.
That's
good for them. They don't make any money off of that though, but the collectors would.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're rocking seasons, but like how it's gonna work is we're gonna like finish this, and then in between season 1 and 2, we're gonna still have like our gameplays, and we're gonna maybe do like some stuff. We don't know what's gonna happen, but there's definitely gonna be like
we're definitely gonna keep up, and we're gonna keep producing stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
So that
we just don't want to get stale, and that's the problem, right? Because like with the podcast, there's only so much new stuff that happens. So you can't always be like talking about the new stuff because we just talked about it like the week before, right? So give a little break, save up some time, and our creative stories are going to be coming back again next season.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to come up with more wacky, ridiculous stories.
Maybe bring back some previous genres that we talked about. Maybe do another like wizards and goblins. Maybe have some cameos. Who knows? Just a bunch of fun
we'd
shit.
actually like to bring in some people that would write some stories too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get some other people in on it.
Not saying anyone in specific.
We're coming for you. Gordon Ramsay.
If by chance any of you people know Gordon Ramsay and he does like creative writing, let us give him our digits.
Yeah, it's bullshit, okay?
My dad.
It's bullshit.
What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking too. Like probably have some guest writers come in and write some fucking wacky ass stories for us and do some crazy shit. I don't know. We'll think of some good shit. We were born to entertain, and that's kind of the way we like it.
There's a couple questions that I have for Brennan that I don't even know, and he doesn't really know some of the questions that he'll probably end up asking me, because this is actually like you guys hear it first, but I don't know what the first game that actually got you into video games is. Like, I don't know if you guys care, but I actually do care, because that's like the turning point in your life that like gets you hooked on something. Like, the stuff that got me hooked on the stuff that I like and what he got. There's a story behind that.
Good.
That
Well, then this is going to be interesting, because I didn't tell you this, but the game that started me gaming and I thought it would be iconic for our channel is Mario 3.
Really?
Yeah, that was like the game, dude. There's a moment in my life that I remember to this day, and I was probably like 3 or 2 or however old you are when you can remember things. And you know the second level, when there's like those 2 green pipes and they're like making a T shape?
Yeah.
And there's a block right below it. I couldn't get over there. And I was a dumb kid, and I was like, I don't fucking get this. This is stupid. And I always just run and fall in the hole. And then I figured out, like, you gotta jump on the block and get over. And since then I was like, oh fuck, it's a puzzle. And
this is all just a big puzzle.
Exactly. And then, you know what I mean?
Government took my job.
And then you like, that was it. When I started playing that, and then it was like, obviously, sorry mom, but it's very irresponsible to let your kids stay up instead of going to school and like playing video games, but I don't regret it. I love it so much, right? Like, we'd stay up late, we'd eat popcorn, we'd play video games till like 3 a.m, and then just like,
school doesn't do anything for you anyway, so
exactly. Look at me now, I'm so successful. But that
sound effects are included.
That was the thing. Like, I just always, ever since then, I've just got more games, and that was the rule. Like, you couldn't get a new game until you beat the old one.
Yeah.
And it's like,
so we had one game for the rest of our life.
I've only ever owned one.
We still only have one game.
That's why we're still playing Mario 3. I can't beat the fucking thing.
So we're still playing Jaws, fuck.
Oh, thank God I never got many LJN games when I was a kid.
Oh, you'd be dead.
I would not.
You would not progress.
If I would have ever gotten Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as a game, if we can ever find that game, dude, we have to pick it up.
We have to do it. We have to do it.
Fuck, it's good. Also, if you're listening and you're...
We have to do some of the worst game like ever played. We gotta do something with that.
I'm thinking of
some really shitty LJN games.
Everything we have up right now is actually like a pretty good game.
Yeah. We should Google the top 10 worst video games.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I might even have a few of them, just thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And then we should do a review on all those 10 top shitty fucking games.
Worst games.
And just absolutely lose our shit.
The top 10 worst games of all time. I'm just gonna look at a list, not a video.
Yeah.
Superman 64, E.T.
What was the first one?
Superman 64.
That is the worst game ever made.
That's rated.
Doing it live.
E.T. I have. Big Rigs Off-Road Racing. I don't have. That's a PC game.
Bugsby 3D.
As if Bugsy 3D is rated one of the worst games of all time. That's not fair.
Action 52. I don't even know
fuck.
What the fuck Action.
It's a game card that has 52 games on it, and game 52 is Cheetah Man. Fuck.
What?
Shaq Fu!
Oh! 6! Number 6 is Shaq Fu! Oh my god! Oh, fuck.
Oh, yes.
First line, yeah, what's better than a black guy looking at you like this and saying, hey, give me all your money and I won't shoot your balls? What? Oh, I can't wait to play that now.
Oh, this was the game I was telling you about.
Zelda the Wand of Gamelon.
Gamelon. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Mr. Hyde,
that
number
would be
8.
in it.
Cluster's Revenge? I don't even know what the hell that is.
And Return to Hell Retribution. This is a PS3 game, actually.
Oh, crazy.
You know what's actually a really bad game? And
what?
I have it on Steam, but I prefer to have a console version. Brutal Legends. You ever heard of that game?
I've heard of that game.
Jack Black's the voice actor.
Oh, yeah, I remember him promoting that game at like E3.
So this is another list of top 10 games.
That are the worst games?
Pac-Man for Atari 2600.
What?
Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified.
I've never played that before.
It's for Vita. Aquaman. I've seen gameplay that's bad.
Cat Fight
for the PC.
That looks awesome. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh fuck, we did play. I have this.
Is that the one that is that?
This is Sonic 06. Yeah,
that's not the one we played though, is it?
This is the one we played.
That's the one we played.
We couldn't get past level 1.
Oh my god, you still run into the fucking wall.
The Crow.
3D fighting with a vengeance. Crow City of Angels. This is 3D fighting with a vengeance.
It's for the Sega Saturn. It's terrible.
Oh god, Batman: The Dark Tomorrow. Oh, I want to play that now.
The War
Z. It's like World War Z, but they couldn't use it.
E.T. obviously.
Is number 2. Number 1's again Superman 64.
All right, I'm going to look at one more top 10.
That's PC World, but that's all games. That's all games. So let's see what we got for the top of the list. We got the top.
E.T.
E.T. is number 1 on this one. It just took the lead.
Yeah, E.T. is pretty bad. I'm going to just look at this 30 and look at the bottom. Actually,
like all the ones.
Everything you click on.
Everything is E.T. Everything is just like E.T. is the worst game ever made.
Right. Watch Mojo's list of the top 10's worst games ever. We have not a list. It's a video.
It's not a list. It's just a video.
Anyway, so
all right. Well, I
knew I would have some of them. That's
awesome.
When I seen Sonic 06, I'm like, I have to fucking buy that game.
I can't believe how bad that fucking game was. That was a piece of shit.
Woo!
But we'll have to dig deeper into that subject. But let's keep moving on.
So you asked me what was the game that...
Shaq.
Oh, it also says Enforcer of Justice onto the side. I should have mentioned that. And look at this fucking monstrosity.
Oh god.
Aquaman again.
All right, let's move on. We can't dwell on this piece of shit any longer.
Rambo the video game 2014.
Oh, what?
I
want to play that.
It's so bad.
I can't. I don't care. I want to play it. It can't be worse than the fucking NES version.
Oh man, it can be. Trust me. All right, so
totally just took a drink out of your pop, by the way.
I don't have a pop.
That one right there.
My pop's empty.
Yeah, no, there's some in there, and I took it and I put it back in. I spit it back in there.
It's warm. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question now. I think that's pretty fair.
Questions.
When we were what was the first graphic novel / comic you read that you decided that, hey, you know what, this is something that I'm incredibly passionate about?
I started reading. I'll start off when I was young. I think I was about 10 years old. We were at a truck stop and we were going to camp. So they used to sell at the truck stop comics in bundles. So you got 3 comics. So I picked up Ghost Rider. I was just like, the cover was just really fucking cool. I don't remember really what the cover was, but I know that's what made me get it. So I asked my dad, and he said no, obviously. And I was like, Dad, do it! So my dad finally gave in. He's like, hey, I'll get it for you. So he grabbed me the comics, and so I read it that night. And I read about half of it, and I stuck it on the side of the sink before I went to bed. And I woke up, and it was fucking completely soaked, and it was ruined. And I was just like,
wow.
I cried, and I cried, and I cried. And I really didn't touch comics until
I turned 24.
No. No, I had to be 17 when my buddy's like, I'm going to go to the comic book store. And Brendan left to go to Toronto, so I was all by myself. And so I was like, yeah, man, I'll go with you. I got nothing better to do. So I went to the comic book store, and DC just started their new line. And so I was like, I picked up a couple issues, and then I just got hooked, and I picked up, I think, almost every issue that DC fucking did their new 52 line on. All Justice League, Flash, Batman, Superman, really, Green Lantern. Green Lantern was fantastic. And that basically just started me getting to, really getting into comics and really appreciating that culture of comic books. It was just fantastic.
I think you should give me a stack of comics to read that you really like.
Yeah, go for it. Just go in my room. Just go grab some.
I'll be back. Tup.
Don't touch X-Men Gen says 1. You can't handle it.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
I'm not ready for this one yet. Alright, that being said, movie. number one movie that you watch and you're like, you know what? I want to do something with media when I get into my elder.
Oh my god, that must have happened when I was about 6 years old.
Do you remember the movie?
5 or 6. Oh yeah, I used to go over to my dad's friends all the time. Like my dad would go over, like my dad and my mom would go over, and they just like stick me and Everett in the basement. And they closed the door and they locked it and you're not getting out. Just kidding. No, they would just like go to where the TV was. And they're like, oh, just go through our stack of movies. And that stack of movies
was all homemade porno.
Yeah. And that's where I got it. No, I pulled out probably the best movie ever made. And that had to be Terminator 2, which I've watched probably about 50,000 times since then.
I want to sit down and watch the Terminators with you because I've never seen Terminator.
I can't believe you've never seen the Terminator. Like, Terminator 1's awesome. Terminator 2, like, kicks Terminator 1 right in the nutsack. Then Terminator 3 just shits on Terminator 1 and 2. And then Terminator 4 is just like, okay.
You should have stopped at 3.
Yeah. Oh my god, you thought 3 was bad? Look at this fucking shit. And then they did, 5? And 5 had Arnold back in it, and I actually liked it. I watched it twice in theaters. Everybody fucking hated it, and it really depressed me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it was like... It wasn't, like, terribly reviewed by critics, but it didn't make too much money, and I think it canceled the next film that they were going to do.
They were going to do a T6?
They were going to do a T6.
Did they call, like, T5, or were they just...
No, it was Terminator. It was Terminator Genesis. That's what they called it.
They made so many Genesis Terminator games, which is actually the funny part.
I didn't actually think of that. That's actually hilarious.
That's why I was laughing.
Because you thought the games were bad. Wait till you see the movie.
Oh man, I
should have called fucking 3 Genesis, because that's a fucking piece of shit.
God damn.
That's harder to get through than fucking the first Terminator game.
Which is hard to get through.
Exactly. Virtually impossible. But yeah, it's definitely the movie that like fucking just started me and actually getting into film and whatnot, and then actually made me like want to do something in film and do like really work on anything. And then I was just allowed to watch bad movies when I was a kid. Like I used to watch and sit down and watch It by myself all the time, which I don't know. I still don't condone what my parents did to me by scarring me as a child.
I don't regret it, but I
don't regret it. It's still a great movie, but it wasn't very smart.
And
good job, Mom, Dad.
Ruined me to being the man I am today.
Yeah. What was the movie that got you into, like, do you remember a movie that was like, whoa?
It was more like TV shows for me when I was younger. My mom was really into like crime shows and stuff. And
CSI Miami.
That wasn't out yet.
That wasn't out yet.
Law and Order and Law and Order SVU. I just thought they were really cool.
Really fucked up shows.
Yeah, like to think that like, I don't know, when you're young you typically watch like a lot of like wholehearted stuff. I also really loved cartoons a lot when I was a kid, and I still do.
Bobby. Dang it, Dale.
Are you asking me a question, or are you just going to say Bobby a punch?
Nancy.
Oh, God. That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
I'll get sidetracked, and I know I will.
Mr. Gets sidetracked easily.
When I was younger, I really liked cartoons. I used my hair to express myself. That's what I drew there.
That's what I drew there.
Good
thing that no one can see what you drew there.
I get really into cartoons. Even when I was a kid, I really, really, really loved cartoons.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were growing up?
I don't know what it was called. It was a show about racing. Actually, sorry.
Oh, really?
You asked me this before.
It was Sonic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sonic Racing.
Sonic Underground.
Oh, God, that was a bad show. That was a fucking really stupid show.
Sonic Underground and Donkey Kong Country. God, those shows were good.
And they were so stupid. I can't believe Donkey Kong was a fucking TV show. I never watched it.
It had
the best cartoons that I like to watch are video game adaptations. Watch a real fucking cartoon.
I did watch lots of good cartoons.
Yeah, but they're not good ones. They're all fucking game adaptations. Watch Recess!
You know, when I was a kid, though, that was the thing. Like, in, like, early 2000s...
Yeah, remember Pokemon? How popular the Pokemon TV shows were?
No, I never watched it. Of course I watched it.
Oh, okay. Fuck you.
Those were, like, the first shows that, like, got me into anime. I really liked, like, Pokemon, Sailor Moon.
Oh, wow.
Charades.
Turd. I can't believe you just did Sailor Moon. Nobody likes Sailor Moon.
Shut up.
Just kidding. A lot of people like Sailor Moon.
Thumbs up if you like Sailor Moon.
Nobody's holding a thumb up. Everybody's crying with their Sailor Moon blankets.
Anyway, when I was a kid...
Remember Kim Possible?
Shut up.
Remember Kim Possible? Remember Tatooine?
I remember.
Remember Chewbacca?
Remember Hoth?
Remember Hoth? Okay, go ahead.
When I was a kid, you couldn't, like, go to the store and, like, get a Zelda toy. Or you couldn't go get a Mario toy.
Yeah, they never really did toys for those characters. It was more like Power Rangers. You can get fucking toys galore.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Or if it was a movie, like, you could definitely get the movie.
They made Last Action Hero toys, and I didn't know that until I was an adult. And it's like, you know what? want those now.
I'm kind of glad.
I actually have one.
I'm kind of glad I didn't get like super expensive toys when I was a kid. Like you mean like box toys, or like didn't keep them in boxes because like I took everything out of box.
I would have so much money.
I know.
Remember one time I came home, or I was at home, and Everett was gonna go to the movies, and I was bugging my mom that I wanted like the Jason Voorhees, like the Jason versus Freddy box set of the 2 toys, and they're like fighting each other, and so it was because Jacob actually got it, and I wanted it. So then I'm like, Mom, my mom steps in through the door, and she has her hands behind her back, and then I was just like, can I go to the movies with Everett? And she's like, do you want to go to the movies, or do you want the Jason versus Freddy box set? And I was just like, I want the Jason versus Freddy box set. And then she just pulls it from back. I was like, oh, fucking shit!
At last, my love has come along.
I think the first thing to go on those things was fucking Freddy's claws. Yeah. Those things just broke right off.
How much did you use them daily? Did you play with them all the time?
Oh, yeah, those things. Jason's mask came off, so I fucking like put it on and off all the time. It's like, fuck, he's ugly. Put it back on. When nobody looks under there, oh, fuck, he's ugly. Put it back on. Was he ugly again? Ah, fucking ugly.
Yeah. There's a lot of toys that I was like, man, if I would have that in box today.
Oh, yeah, that toy goes for like over $100 in box right now. But what can you do, right?
That's neither here, that's neither there.
Exactly, because you gotta find it anywhere.
Boom.
But at least you got, like, you know what? You say you wanted to keep it in box, but then have. Exactly. If I would have went back in time, I still wouldn't keep it in box. I don't care. No.
Honestly, no, what would I do with the extra $200?
A toy is meant to be played with.
Yeah. So, as I'm looking at a bunch of toys I have in boxes above my desk.
I will take you out one day.
Zero Suit Samus. You will stay forever preserved. My princess. Yes. Do I have Peach? No, I don't. Okay. No.
You haven't caught her yet. Oh.
She looks good in suit and out of suit.
Alright, I think that wraps it up for our season finale of Pod Fiction. But we actually really want to say thank you to everybody that supported us for our first season.
Seriously, without you...
We'd still be doing this.
Yeah, I was going to
say. But actually, it makes it feel a lot better that people listening give us feedback. I love hearing people be like, "No, what? I tuned in and I really like your stuff. You guys like are awesome."
Yeah, if you ever want us to like,
said my mom,
play want us to play a game, let us know. We'll play it.
Like message us through like comment on anything, or even a dare. Yeah. Cut Brennan's head off.
That's happened twice now. It's very tricky to get it sewn back on. It's the flesh is fine. It's the spinal cord that's really hard to...
We had a couple people tell us to play Superman 64 and Platoon, 2 awfully terrible games, which we will probably play.
Absolutely.
But
we... Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be fun. We're going to play a bunch of shit games.
But we really love doing this, and we'll keep... We're going to try and keep furthering what we do.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep putting stuff out.
Season 2 is going to be even better than Season 1.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be like Rick and Morty. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Rub-a-dub-dub-dub.
Woo! Season 1.
That's it. Wrapping it up right here.
All right, everybody. Well, see you in a couple months if we're...
We'll see you when we see you. Don't rush us.
Yeah, if we're still around.
Yeah. See you around.
Yeah.
Lucky we let you play the drums.
Lucky we let you play the drums.
Bye.
Bye, guys.